How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Halo 2 pistol only challenge, where we're trying to get through all of Halo 2 only using the pistol. Now, here are the rules again. I can only use the pistol throughout this entire playthrough. Melee is included to pistol whip the enemies. No grenades can be used. Vehicles are alright as long as I'm not the one shooting, and I can't kill teammates for extra ammo. So right off the bat here, I was struggling. I'll let you know, this was a doozy to have to get through. I probably had about over half an hour of footage that I cut down to about 10 minutes of highlights here, which is the best for everyone. So right off the bat, I'm getting slaughtered by these turrets. It took me a little bit to actually get past all this. And in Delta Halo here, these turrets in this beginning section are everywhere. So my best bet in my mind was to give my allies the rocket launcher, the accurate weapons, because hopefully they can just turn on a dime. And for the first, I would say 8 or so minutes of these highlights here, it is basically a melee only challenge because, believe it or not, there are magnums at the end of this level. Again, I had to consult the official Halo 2 guide to show me this, but there are pistols towards the end, and so during this playthrough, I do my best to actually use the pistol that the Master Chief or the Arbiter would be used to. So in this case, although I picked up the plasma pistol, I did not use it a ton besides just for meleeing. So a lot of this here is just me dying over and over again in the same spots. This beginning section probably took me the longest to get through. Just because there are waves upon waves of enemies. Now, I could have skipped this. I could have just sprinted through it, not waited for the Warthog, but then there are about 3 or 4 Jackals that are waiting for me right around that corner. So eventually we get to the point where after these first few waves, I get meleeed over and over again, but then I'm able to kill that final grunt, and we are up to the top balcony section. Now, in these sections up here, a lot of what I was having to deal with were the Marines blowing themselves up with the rocket launcher, which was awesome. Got to basically wait underneath these phantoms because I thought the best solution here was going to be to just meet them head on. Since I can only melee, I was not too trusting of my allies since it seemed like they were just going to blow themselves up on a hair trigger. But rushing in, diving in, was not my best bet here. We got absolutely mauled by these carbines over and over, and here's one of the instances where just right there, I couldn't help it. The Marine AIs are dumb when it comes to the rocket launcher. They can either be extremely accurate or just absolutely annihilate themselves. So right here, we actually get some pinpoint accuracy on a grunt with a rocket, which might be a little bit overkill, but I don't care because they have unlimited ammo. So we see him plugging away at the Phantom here. This was another section where in just a second you will hear the Marine downstairs blow himself up. So we are back to square one yet again. No Marines, no nothing. So I figure I'll go downstairs, pick up his rocket launcher, and at least use that to melee the enemies here. So I pick it up. I'm able to melee a little bit. So you'll see here to get a few good punches in. This sword elite was the bane of my existence. This is what kept me for about 10 or 15 extra minutes just trying to retry this section. I figure, hey, I'll let him use my Marine as the ODST as a distraction. That didn't pan out until about right here. And so I was able to actually kill him, get him down, and we were moving on to this final grunt here. So I'm able to wait here for the Pelican to drop off our Warthog. I will load all of my Marines up with the precision weapons like the battle rifle and the rocket launcher. So right here, just a little bit of weapon swapping to make sure that we can do that. And then we'll be off to the races. Now, in the upcoming section here at the bridge, my best bet, again, in my mind, was to just rush through it. Just get past the enemies. Don't care about the snipers here. We're just going to get past it. we're going to drive straight up, go to the door, activate the bridge, head across the bridge, and we'll be on our way. Now, I did waste a little bit of time here going in some circles, figuring if I can remove some of the enemies, some of the ghosts, it'll save a little bit of time. I ended up losing a Marine here on the back, so we were just down to the Marine with the rocket launcher. He's taking care of them outside, but right here, get a little bit of bad luck with these grunts. Thought I could hide behind this pillar. It did not go over so well. And there's another death. Second time around, I encountered this really weird, I guess this is kind of a bug. The grunts didn't know I was there. The jackal also didn't spawn in. Maybe spawned in outside, I just didn't notice it. But I was able to just kind of mow through them there, and we were well on our way. So we hop back in the Warthog, not waiting for the tank, because although I could have heavier firepower, again, I cannot shoot from the main turret there. So I have to rely solely on my allies if I'm going to be in a vehicle, or if I'm going to be in a vehicle, I just have to speed past everything. I almost died rolling off this cliff, which I was just going to basically huff and roll my eyes at that point. But again, speed was of the essence here. I figure if I can just run past everything, then no worries. We can just move on to the later section. So a lot of this right here was very harrowing. Nail biting. I had no shields for the majority of this. I did not want to wait, so I just kept heading forward, running into stuff, really slowing down here, which is not where you want to slow down. But somehow, magically, I was able to get through this next section. Again, not sure if it was just because of my speed, but the ghosts that normally spawn there at the bottom of that staircase did not spawn. Or it's more of a slope, I guess. But they did not spawn. I was able to make it to the main temple here. And once we get up these slopes to the area where we have this long strip of shields, I was trying to work the Warthog through, trying to see if my allies would follow me. That did not happen, so we're able to fire off a couple more rockets, kill some more enemies. But right here, this unlucky grenade just gets tossed. I figure, okay, we're done. I'm just going to speed on through. My allies are dead, so we are back to one-on-one solo here, or I guess 1v50 solo, heading back up the slopes. So as we make it up, I just basically meleeed these carbine elites. Almost died again. I was just waiting for that headshot to basically take me out after getting punched here. But I was able to speed on through, wait for my shields to recharge. Got a checkpoint here, so I could at least try this next section a few times. Now, for anybody that's familiar with Halo 2 and how awful this level is, especially right here, most people will do like an out-of-bounds glitch to just skip this section overall. I've done it many times because I hate the sniper alley. But that's not the challenge, right? I'm trying my best to not skip through the level in ways that I shouldn't, trying to just play it tried and true. In this section, I definitely struggled for a bit. I knew that down in this cave, which you may have seen a second ago, right there where these sniper jackals run out from, I knew there were some magnums in the back. This is where I was going to get my first opportunity to get some magnums. Now, these sniper jackals, again, Halo 2 sniper jackals are no joke. I got absolutely mauled a few times. So I figured, let's wait for them to all exit. Again, the AI right here did not notice me for a little bit. I was able to make it through here. I was shocked that I was able to get to the back of this cave without those jackals just ruining my day. But I was able to pick up the Magnum, and now it was game on. I was ready for the last 2 minutes here to at least shoot something. So from here, I was able to make it up, meleeed that guy in the back. Not sure how he just kind of forgot me, but I was very happy about it. Popped off a couple of shots, and we were good. We were golden. I was ready to move on to the final section here with the Honor Guard Elites. Now, there was some more ammo here, so I picked that up. Was just debating on whether I should dual wield in this next section, but I figured, we'll have the added challenge. I'll just go in with the single Magnum and see what kind of damage I can do. So I make it in here, and my idea was in this little, I guess you want to maybe call it a lobby section between the two doors here. I was just trying to bait them in here, which I thought would be the easiest rather than trying to do like a ring around the rosy thing on the inside of the hologram room. Then we had another sword elite, which I guess I hit his shoulder there instead of his back, so that completely destroyed me. Next attempt wasn't as good either, and third time's a charm. So I was able to make my way through, killed all the elites, was just waiting on this last guy, I was able to melee him in the back, and we are good. This section I skipped here was just because for some reason it did not end the level because I guess I was running around the room too much, but that led us to the end. So that'll do it for this run through. Again, you may have seen my time there, a little under half an hour. And the next level that we are going to try is Regret. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. Let me know in the comments below if you want to continue to see this series, if there's any other challenges you want me to do, and I'll see y'all next time.